Howdy all YouTubers, this is Anish and today we are doing a review on the Cyber deck of Yu-Gi-Oh! So let's start by flipping all of these piles over. This is the original Cyber deck, not the modified, because last video I did the modified version of Blue Eyes Saga deck. Alright, well here we have it. So let's go on to the monster deck, right here in the center. So, of course, these are not in order with the attack because I just shuffled them in random order. So, let's start with Cyber Dragon's Way. So, this is a machine card effect. It is Cyber, of course, and it's an effect type monster, 1500 attack. This is Photo Cyber Dragon, one of the really rare cards because this card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while it's on the field. A lot of traps and spells have bonuses for Cyber Dragons and to unleash some really cool monsters. Next we have the actual Cyber Dragon, which is like the heart of the deck. Then we have Shining Angel. It doesn't really fit in the deck, but it's part of the original Cyber deck. Next we have Cyber Larva. And we have Cyber Latin. This card I really love because it has 10 stars, of course, just 3 tributes, but cannot be normal, summoned, or set, so you can tribute it. You could not tribute it, but how many its attack is based on the number of spells. Next we have Cyber Dragon Dre, 1800 attack, defense 800, machine effect. Machine Union, Solar Wind Jammer. Doesn't really fit in the deck, but might as well have it. And this isn't really that rare. It's very common. Same thing, Photo Cyber Dragon. We have 2 of them. We have Cyber Dragon Core. Cyber Dinosaur is the really vicious one because it has 2500 attack, equal to Dark Magicians, and it has 7 stars, which means 2 tributes. And when your opponent special summons a monster from their hand, except during the battle damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. Very cool. Next we have another Cyber Larva. We have Cyber Phoenix. And we have Cyber Valley. Don't get fooled by the attack. You can use one of the effects, the 3 effects of it. So it has 3 effects you can choose. Then we have the Light Hex Seal Fusion monster. It's not a fusion monster. It's called Hex Seal Fusion. So it's rock and effect, so it doesn't really fit into the deck, but of course, because it's not a machine, but might as well have it. We have the original Cyber Dragon, again, another one, except different picture. Reflect Boulder. This fits into the deck perfectly. Cyber Dragon's Way, we have another one. My favorite card is called Satellite Cannon. 0 attack, 0 defense. Don't get fooled by the attack that's already displayed. So the effect is this card cannot be destroyed by battle with a level 7 or lower monster. During each of your end phases, this card gains 1000 attack. If this card attacks, that attack is increased to 0 after damage calculation. Can never be destroyed when it's a defense unless you have a level 8 monster with a higher attack than this defense. Then we have Jade Knight, and last we have Falchion B. Alright. These are all the monsters, so now let's put this aside. Let's move our main attention to the actual extra deck. So it comes with 2 monsters. Cyber Twin Dragon, which is basically 2 Cyber Dragons fused, and the fusion monster of this card can only be done with the above fusion material monsters, of course, duh. This card can make a second attack during its battle phase. So then, let's say your opponent doesn't have any guard for defense, you can give 5600 battle damage to them. Next we have Cyber Dragon Nova, another XYZ monster. Really cool effect. You can increase it to 4200 attack under special circumstances. Alright, let's move on to the spell deck. Let's move on to the spells. So first we have Super Polymerization. Different from Polymerization that Kaiba and Yugi use in the episodes. It says discard 1 card, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from either side of the field as fusion materials. You don't even have to have Cyber Dragons to get this card right here. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. Very cool. Let's put this aside. Let's move on to Megamorph. While your life points are lower than your opponent's, doubly attack. Simple. Power Bond. Very similar to Super Polymerization. Next we have DDR. another discard one and target one of your banished monsters, special summon it. Light of Redemption, pay 800 life points, then target one of your banished light monsters, add that target to your hand. Limiter removal, twice the attack. Cyber Repair Plant. And we have Mystical Space Typhoon. Basically negate the target one spell and trap card on the field, destroy that target. Evolution Burst. If you control a Cyber Dragon, target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target, even if you have Photon Cyber, because that still has the name of Cyber Dragon. This one is Machina Armor Unit, so pretty cool. Those are all the spells, and let's move our attention to the traps. Malevolent Catastrophe is the first one. When an opponent monster declares an attack, destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. Then you have Waboku, which means you take no battle damage from your opponent monsters this turn. Your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. We have called the Haunted, basically a new version of Monster Reborn. That's how I like to think of it. Then we have Three of a Kind. That's for tokens, so it doesn't really fit. Then we have Cybernetic Hidden Technology, very much fits in the deck. Cyber Network, of course. Then we have Trap Stun, which means negate all the trap card effects on the field on this turn. And we have Dimensional Prison. When an opponent monster declares an attack, target that attacking monster, banish the target. So, I would like to leave a note for this Cyber deck. Just like how the Saga of Blue Eyes White Dragon deck goes, the whole deck is full with just dragon monsters and dragon-related spells and traps. Similarly, this is mainly full with machine type monsters and effect type. And majority of them are cybers, like have to do with Cyber Dragon for the spells and traps. And the best way I like to play this deck is first get Super Polymerization up or Power Bond and summon this as quick as possible. Or just get another card from or just get this and you can under certain specific circumstances get it to 4,200. That's how I like to play it. Hope you all enjoyed me reviewing this deck. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Thanks. Peace.